reminds me of a time, say, going back to the old days again here. Me and my mates we've been playing five-a-side football, and we were walking home like past Stockport Pyramid up there, up near Morrison's where we used
Yeah,
to where we met.
I've
Well,
always
not really,
avoided
that's
saying it,
Speedo.
giving it any airtime and any advertising space on the podcast.
I'll
No,
bleep it out.
You were playing at the you were playing at the thingy, I assume. Then if you were
The
near
Power
the
League,
pyramid.
yeah.
Power League, yeah.
So we've been playing Power League, and we're walking back, and then a police van came roaring past with sirens on the way to some emergency, no doubt. The McDonald's was going cold, guys. They had to get a move on. And my friend Ben, as he drove past, just kind of went with his fingers. He like finger guns at this police van with the sirens on, and it just screeched to a halt. Screeched to a halt, and like 6 of them got out. They're like, "What are you fucking playing at?" It's like just waving at you. He's like, are you fucking retarded or something? I was like, well, that's a point of contention. That's not answer that one. And then he said, as we're getting back into the van, he said, "Oh, don't you know we've got like actual crimes to solve?" And my mate Ben made it. You just leave it, wouldn't you? We've had a bit of a thing here. And my mate Ben said, "Well, why don't you go and fucking do it then?" And yeah, he got his name and address took, and he did care less. He cared a lot.
I'd like to say that's the most, him just doing finger guns is like one of the most embarrassing ways to attract the police's attention. But I once, when I was 16, I was at a small football thing at Cheadletown, and there was a little party there in the little shack that's there for after it. It was like a charity game or something, and I was drunk, obviously only 16, and I was having a beer outside speaking to someone, and Build Me Up Buttercup came on inside. So I was like, oh my God, I've got to go in for this. So I downed the bottle. I downed the bottle of beer. You might have been. I downed the bottle of beer, threw the bottle. As it flew across the air, I turned around and 2 police officers, one female, walked around the corner, and the bottle hit her on the arm. And I thought, oh my God, I panicked, ran inside the building, and just because there was about 80, but like 50 people in there, and I thought, well, they probably didn't see me properly in the dark, so maybe I can get away with this. But what I had failed to realize was that at the time that in fashion was these sort of top man jackets that were like white with essentially the look of like someone just like spattering paint on a jacket, if you remember them. And I was wearing that, and it was very bright, and they'd obviously known who I was, so they came in and just grabbed me and told me to go outside. And I told them I was very sorry. They were doing legs. It was an accident. I was like,
through tears.
Just played Build Me Up Buttercup, and I just threw the bottle. I wasn't throwing it at you, because from their point of view, I'd just thrown a bottle at them, like the police. And then I gave my mate's name as my name, which is his name's Danny as well. So I just changed the last name. But then I didn't. But then I gave my address. So when they checked it on the system, obviously that was a red flag because I'm an idiot. So then I went.
I've not seen him for a while. I think he went to prison.
Yeah, they were like, well, you're not at that address, so we know that's not you. And I was like, oh, I wasn't sorry, I've recently changed my name. And then I had to give my real details.
No, I've recently moved house. I've recently changed my name.
Well, and they let me go over warning in the end, but that was humiliating to say the least. Because I think
imagine they had arrested you though. Imagine like the arrest report, like reason for throwing the bottle, Build Me Up Buttercup. Back in tune, to be fair.
Yeah, I was thinking I was just about to get off with this girl as well at that point as well, so it was all very tragic. But
picturing Caravan Club in the in-betweeners.
Yeah, it was an in-betweeners type situation, really. Me just like tail between my legs, like trying to deal with the situation without ending up in the back of the police car. Because I mean, to be fair on them, it was good to let them off. Because from their point of view, I think I was so pathetic that they knew that I wasn't the type of person that would throw a bottle at the police in like anger or something. They knew I must have just been a crazy coincidence, which it was. But how unlucky is that? You just throw a glass bottle and a police officer happens to be walking around the corner at the time and it hits her on the arm.
What are the chances?
I do remember me and you on a night out once ringing 999 and singing. Do you remember this? On our way home from clubbing, it's always stayed with me. We were in a phone booth. Remember them? And we dialed 999. This is quite bad actually. We dialed 999 and we sang "Time for Heroes" down the phone to them, and then hung up and ran off. Yeah, we were like, "Did you see the style that she left in the riot?"
Oh,
Pissed
no.
down the phone to some poor 999 operator, and then hung
Feel
up and ran off.
terrible.
Yeah, as an adult now, it's shameful, isn't it? But we thought it was
Oh,
amazing and hilarious. You cut this
Well,
out if
to
you
be
want. Out
fair,
of shame, but yeah.
we didn't have the Conservative government in by then, so maybe the police were overstaffed at that point. Maybe they just wanted something to do for 5 minutes.
Yeah, there's actually police on the
Glad
street.
of it.
Luckily, we're lucky that they didn't just because that is illegal. So that they didn't come to the phone box and find us somewhere. But yeah, I think we liked it.
Find us 3 feet away laughing.
Yeah, that was amazing. Awful people we were.
What a thrill.